This is something of a holiday tradition that we present you from Flipo. These are the ultimate stunt cars. And we're gonna give you the biggest and best and most powerful we have ever done before. Most lights, most power, and coolest car on the planet. But we're not gonna give you one, we're gonna give you two. So you get two of your Flipo stunt cars that are gonna speed around, they're gonna light up, they're gonna pull 360s, they're gonna contort in ways that you didn't even imagine they could. And it's all gonna be fun because this is fun for the entire family. This is something that each and every one of us can do. There is no learning curve. It is a flat line. You just put some batteries in, you get your remote control and start pushing buttons, and that's all you need to do. They light up bigger and better than ever before, and a perfect size as well. So when you do go to store them or put them in a closet, they're not gonna be that big, actually just about the size of your hand. Some of the ones we've offered in the past were a little bit more sizable, had to kind of find a spot for them. Not anymore, but the durability of these and the entertainment value is incredible. Get the kids off of the phones, lift their heads so you can actually see their face for a change. And you know what else you're gonna do? You're actually gonna play with them, because we don't wanna play those video games. I don't wanna try and get some remote controller or do some virtual thing where I'm swinging at the air. I wanna play with something that's a real toy, that's real fun, and I mean real fun for kids of all ages. It is an amazing deal that we offer you every year, so much so we have sold over 900, close to 1 million of our stunt cars in the past, and today no exception. Crazy popular already. I think something like, how many thousand have been ordered on the day? 11,000 already ordered at this early hour of the morning, because you're not gonna get one, you're gonna get two. You're not gonna get just one remote or one box. You get two boxes, two cars, two colors, two remotes. Look at the lights on these. They have never, ever been this bright. And you get choices of cars. I know it's hard to see with the lights flashing, so we're just gonna try and bring those lights up so you can see that you can either choose the blue and the red. They come as a set, blue and a red. You can do the green and the orange. And then the third choice is my favorite, which is gonna be the gold and the purple. All of them available at this point, $29.99, $15 each. And again, with something like this that is so much fun, that is interactive, that each and every one of us can do with our kids, with our grandkids, just with our friends, you will have a blast with it. Lucy Piper is joining us. She brings us these. And when it comes to fun, you know, I don't want to swing something fake in the air or try to imagine this or put some great big headset on. I want something I can actually see and move around and play inside and outside with. This does it all.
Absolutely. I'm so excited to be here. So much so, you would normally find me in London in England, and Flipo and the team were like, nope, she's coming out to tell us all about it here, because it is their brand new Flipster Ultra Stunt car. You won't have seen a car like this. This can really do all those acrobatic stunts that we've been enjoying watching. Twisting, turning, flipping, wheelies, you can do it all. The value is exceptional because you are getting two. That is two that you can tick off the list right there. Or actually, you might love all these colours so much, you've got 6 gifts here if you went for all of them. Maybe that's 6 grandchildren. Maybe you've got a busy household this Christmas, this holidays. It's going to be full of children. They're all going to want one of these, and they can play together, and that's due to the 2.4 gig remote control here. That means you can actually run up to 100 cars simultaneously. You're probably not going to do that, but they can absolutely play together. They're not having to wait their turn. They can play together. They can get going straight out the box, no complicated instructions. On that remote control, there is just 4 buttons, which is great because it's forward, backwards, left and right. And it's the way you work them, it's the way you do it that will get these doing the stunts. Every time you pick this up, it's a new play experience. Look here, you can knock the cups down. They can get creative. They can create little stunts. They can come down the stairs. And if we take a closer look at the car for me to show you around, you will see it's been beautifully made by Flippo. You can see right here, you've got that lovely metallic body there, whichever color you choose. It's quite futuristic looking, really gorgeous. It's got the silver accents on there. And these wheels, they're soft, so don't you worry about your floors. Don't worry if they're gonna play this into the walls and over the sides. It'll be absolutely fine. It will not ruin the floor. Glow-in-the-dark wheels, which is so much fun. So you will see when we show you some of the videotape how cool they look. But what I love is the magic light show with this. It's a feast for the eyes. You've got 7 super bright LED lights in there. We're not talking about red and blue. We've got a multitude of colors here, but you've also got speed, you've got action, you've got fun for hours. They're gonna love these.
They're gonna love these, and you're gonna love the value of this. Under $30, we're bringing this to you today. 3 flex payments, if you want to put that on your credit card, works out to be $10. So if you wanna get an extra set, if you wanna do a donation, which is all about the holidays, being able to share that happiness, this is something everybody loves. This is for all ages. I mean, we're talking about ages 3 and up. So everybody can do this, everybody can have fun with it. And you know what? Imagine actually being able to play with your kids or your grandkids and not having to try and figure out some crazy, weird game. I love board games. You know what? When they play a board game, all I have to do is sit there and try and read the directions, follow it, figure it out. This is, you take it out of the box, you add the batteries, and you start pushing buttons. And that is how easy it is. There is no learning curve whatsoever. And you know what else there is? No worries about, oh, it's gonna hit something, it's gonna, you know, bump into, no matter, it's supposed to. It's supposed to spin around. It's supposed to do all those crazy things. And let me tell you, this thing will get some speed. So it's not boring, it is not dull, it is something that you will be playing with in a year, in 2 years. And you know, when they have kids come over now and they want to interact, yeah, they can each sit there on their phone or on their laptops and each play their own games, and maybe they could play together and actually have a conversation. I mean, it's such a novel concept, but that's what you do. You play with these, you can set up a course, you can do some fun things to it, and you know, why not just get something that is so inexpensive, but adds hours and hours of entertainment that is interactive entertainment. It is not just about sitting there staring at a screen anymore. Don't do it. When you can have some real fun.
Exactly. I was at home back in the UK when I received my car, and my 14-year-old son that absolutely loves his screens, he loves his video games, wow. He was like, let me play with that. And actually, he got quite competitive with me. He was there, you know, trying to pull the wheelies, showing me how it's done. And then my niece walked in, she's 7, and there was this really cute interaction where he then, the big cousin, was showing her how it's done. Then my 82-year-old mother-in-law came in and was really making them laugh at how good she was at it. But thinking about sort of the educational side of it, the little ones, the 3-year-olds that pick these up, they love the cause and effect, you know, how they press that button and wow, I can make the car do this. There's hand and eye coordination for the little ones, but then for the older generation, it's great for dexterity. I just wanted to show you, now you've come to me, I want to show you how that 360 axle on the front there, this is what makes the Flipster Stars cars so very special, because you can see here, this little car will get itself out of trouble. Historically, you might have found with remote control cars, they get caught under the bed, under the table. You've got to get up, you've got to move, you've got to get it back into position again. These will work it out. They'll be on their backs, but all of a sudden they can flip over and their wheels are facing forward and you're off to go again. They're cars like I've never seen before.
I know, and they just do the craziest, most fun things. But you know what? It's so fun to have the lights. It's so fun to have glow in the dark. Look at the light show that you're getting with these. I mean, it is unlike anything else you've experienced, and each one of these is $15. It is a phenomenal buy. It is a phenomenal, I want to call it a toy, but I don't really think it is so much. It is entertainment, is what it is. Interactive entertainment. You know, I think that we have gotten away from things that require us to look at each other and play with each other.
This is it.
We park our kids in front of these screens, or they, you know, get on their phones, and all they do is just sit there and play by themselves. Instead, get something that's social, get something that's ageless, get something that the big kids will want to play with. Because, you know, I think, Lucy, especially if you have children, what you understand is
Yes.
it's not easy to play with them if it's not fun, if you don't get it, if it's kind of boring, if it's just, you know, they're playing a dungeon game or this or whatever, or some of these games that are really, can be violent, can be very sexually oriented. These are cars. These are remote control cars. You can run them upstairs, downstairs, all around the house, outside if you want to. They are light up in the dark, they glow in the dark, they are just pure fun. To have this much fun at $15, I mean, is a really great opportunity.
It's extraordinary, the value, isn't it?
Yes,
Such
it
good
is.
value. And promoting outdoor play, getting them outside into the fresh air is great because they are portable. They're a good size. They're 6 inches by 4.5 inches, meaning if they want to pop them into their backpack when they go to the grandparents, when they go over to friends, they can take them with them. And don't forget, with that great 2.4 gig power in that remote control, you can actually run up to 100 cars all at once. I must just remind you, though, you need to grab your batteries with these. So you need to make sure you're purchasing some really good high quality batteries. With these, you're going to put 3 inside of your car. You're going to put 2 inside of your remote control. As soon as you switch your car on, your remote and your car simultaneously will be working. It is that easy. If you want to work out how to do the rollover or the wheelie, you can check the instructions, but you know what? You don't need to. I'm going to head over here and give you some ideas of how you can get that wheelie to work.
Okay.
I think our kids here have sussed it, though. They're doing a great job.
I love the idea of setting up a little obstacle course and have fun with it. But you know what? Every time you run these, they contort in the most unique ways. I mean, it's not like they just repeat a pattern.
So much fun over here. I'm just trying to, mine is having a great time. It's almost break dancing. I feel like I need some music to go with these cars because they are so very fun. You are never going to pick this car up and have the same game with it. It's like a new experience every time you pick it up. I can't actually quite get over the technology in such a neat, cute little car here. It truly is such a fun experience. When you want it to wheelie, you're basically going to do a backward move really, really quick, then make it go forward, and you'll pull that wheelie. And don't forget, you've got the 2 little wheels on that back tower there. So it truly goes backwards, and this is a great game with the children. Who can pull the longest wheelie? This is going to promote their creativity. They're going to get with their friends and create little games. Their imagination as well, deciding which stuntman is inside of their car. And this is how they're going to play every single day with this. It's going to be their go-to toy. And we mentioned earlier how you always want to be the best gift giver. You want to be that person that the nieces, the nephews, the cousins, the grandchildren say, I loved your present. It's such a nice feeling, isn't it?
It is, and especially when you get to enjoy it as well. I think that's one of the big things. We give these gifts and then they just, you know, the kids just disappear and we don't see them anymore. And so you're just kind of sitting there like, well, I guess I'll turn on the TV. Now you're playing with them. Now you're doing things. You are bonding. It is hard, I think, sometimes to bond with kids that are, you know, different ages and frankly have different forms of stimulation, things that they like to do. This is something that is universal. This is something that everybody can do together. And this is something that everybody will enjoy. You can play it inside on a rainy day. If it's beautiful out, then get outside and use it in the driveway. But with those wheels, they will be fine on the concrete. But look at the lights that they have done this year. Bigger and better than ever, brighter than ever, and more than ever. So you're getting all of this great stimulation. I love that they glow in the dark. I love that on top of that, they can do all the little wheelies and everything else. Just have fun. Have fun with your family, you know, and get them off, have them look up for a change. I mean, it's amazing. Once you can actually see their face, you know, rather than just the top of their heads. But part of that is our fault because a lot of times we just give them things that they do just immerse themselves in and they play by themselves. Give them something that they will enjoy, that you will enjoy with them, and be able to really interact in a way that really takes you back to maybe when you were a kid.
Totally. I think we all remember that Christmas present, don't we? We all remember that special one.
I know, I
from
remember
our
my first
childhood.
remote-controlled anything. It was so much fun.
And I bet you it didn't have all the lights and all the stunts that this
No.
one can do. Of course, brought to you by Flipo. I've been working
Okay,
with
mine
Flipo
I think
for...
was a Barbie. Mine was like a
yes.
Barbie car.
I think mine was too, and I adored it, and had the house, and I had the pool.
It was
and
so awesome.
It was so awesome. I love how these interact with each other. You know there's going to be a battle going on between the siblings, because don't forget, you're getting two. And because they're all different colours,